The campaign here on the Cantan 4 has been a total success from an HSC point of view, and I'm here to find out why.
Really been two big success stories out of this campaign. The first one has been achieving goal zero, so no recordable incidents and no spills to the environment. And the second thing, of course, is achieving our well objectives.
It's been 12 months since we had an LTI. That's a fantastic record. It makes the medic's job really easy, because if we have an LTI, it's a lot of work for the medic, and it's a great record having 12 months of no LTIs.
From a HSE point of view, the success of this whole program is really about what I'm about to do right now, and that's it with my 10 fingers, 10 toes, hands, arms and legs, is get on a chopper and go back to the people I love.
I've worked all over the world, and this is the first place I've worked that there's such a good culture on the rig, be it the food, be it people talking, and everyone takes ownership.
I believe it's the unity of all of the individuals and the procedures that have been put in place, and we all follow it successfully and happily.
I think for me, this campaign's been successful on a HSC point of view because the New Zealand crews are very tight, we're very close, we're very passionate about looking out for each other. So we're always looking out for each other's backs, so we want to do the job right, safely, timely, but most importantly it's about going home with your mates in one piece with all your hands and toes back to your families, and the only reason we're out here is for the families, make a few bucks and look out for our futures,
Right from the start they've really pushed home the family, rig safe, home safe, so everyone's got families and everyone is looking out for each other.
It's been such a successful campaign because no one's been hurt. We look after the environment. Just everyone looks out for each other. Just keeping an eye on each other, making sure we all get home.
Oh, it's definitely the culture here. You've got a whole crew that is family, more or less.
It is because of the team effort, the attitude, the commitment that the boys have had, and working together as one, hoping to go home safely. Yeah.
I think it's mostly to do with the culture on the rig. It's very family orientated amongst the crew, and everyone sort of gels together to make everything happen safely and effectively.
Yeah, from an HSE perspective, communication is vitally important for the guys on board the rig, primarily from the crew who are just coming on tour, from the crew who have just left, to maintain that they progress with the operation in a safe and effective manner.
The morning meeting's pretty good because it's just like a general toolbox for the whole facility to get together and talk about what's going on around the place, and tells each other what they're doing all day. There's no conflict of interest or conflict within other jobs throughout the day, so it keeps everyone going safe.
The pre-tower each morning is an important part, that we all meet together in the morning before we start our shift. We find out what's happened over the previous shift, what's planned for the day in all areas of the rig, so that everyone's up to speed with what's going to be happening or planned to be happening, and any incidents if they've occurred, or any other important bits of information that would be helpful for us for that shift.
Everyone works as a team out here. It's more like a family, and the communication levels are very high. We have good programs in place, such as the stop participation. Mainly it's the people that make it work, and everyone has their off days and their on days, but it's the team looking out for each other.
Everyone's really focused on safety. Everyone's got to participate in the stop work. Every day we put in a card and do observations and intervene if we see anything going on.
One of the key things is communication, where the guys freely talk to each other. And one of the other key areas is that they freely stop each other. So if they see them doing something wrong or not quite right, or they're not sure if it's okay, they'll actually go up to their friend, their mate, and stop them and get verification that this is the right thing to do, and if it's not, they'll change it.
Well, everybody's taking the time to like, stop cars and do the job safely and make sure that it's done as it should be.
I believe it's been the training that the Brigstead staff have been given, be the stop cards we get, in the daily stop card we get given each day, the pre-towers before we come onto tower, the Sunday safety meetings on Sundays, all the signs and posters around the rig, and also there's a briefing when we get on the helicopter, so it's installed into us as soon as we get on board the rig.
Some of the campaigns would be the dropped objects, the red zone, danger zone, and just making sure all your items are not going to drop and fall onto someone else. I suppose it's relevant to everyone.
And how effective are they?
It's really good, makes you really think about securing your tools in your work zone and just not letting things fall on top of other people.
Well, it's all about pre-planning, okay, and knowing actually how your all the rest of the team sort of like work as a unit, and if any thing that you think might go wrong, you stop, you talk about it, and even before you start, and even during the job.
For us deck crew, communication is paramount. We always have toolbox talks, step back 5x5. We always discuss when a boat comes in. We look at the manifest, we look at the load of the weight of each load, and we work out where we're going to put it before we do the job, before we start the job. Well, when you know what you're doing, when everybody knows where everything is going to be placed, and everyone's aware of their surroundings and aware of any associated hazards of landing a load, where we're going to land a load, and it makes it safer for the guys. Everybody knows what they're doing, what's expected of them, and plus the crane operator knows where he's going to put the load. Then we can set up barriers where we're going to be swinging a load over the top, not just for us but also for people walking around the deck.
The equipment that I use, I have to make sure that it's certified and in good condition, make sure that the barriers are up like these, make sure that I'm using all my correct PPE, and those are the most foremost things. And then you have your permitting and your procedures and all those other things that come with it as well. So having a fire watch, safety watch, they're also important, and just making sure that the barriers are in place so that people don't wander into your workspace. PPE is a big part for me in the role that I do out here with welding and a lot of hot work. So I have a lot of different types of PPE, different types of gloves, different types of glasses, face shields, respiratory things to stop dust and gases while I'm conducting hot work, as well as your normal everyday PPE.
Well, from an HSC side, we've developed a whole range of new initiatives, including JSAs, that as a team we've developed specifically for the Can-10, and that's been really successful.
The JSAs have worked well for us, and the galley have made it quite a safe place to work and an environment to work in, so there's no hazards, so we're aware of what's going on. So what we do, each morning we have like a toolbox meeting, and we work out, we bring out a JSA and make people aware of what jobs we have each morning, like the deep fryers, what's going to be used, the ovens, the benches, the knives, those sort of things, and we discuss what the hazards are going to be, and then we make sure that everybody follows the procedures and there's no harm to the person doing those jobs.
It's been successful as far as my part of view is dealing with patients with any minor injuries, is that they've been wearing their high impact gloves. So we've had 67 days of no injury, which is absolutely fantastic.
Guys are taking it seriously, they're accountable for their actions, and they're looking out for the other team members around them.
HSC on an oil rig matters for numerous reasons. I mean, the most important one is to obviously go home safely, to have no damage or injury to environment, and also just to ensure that we keep those hydrocarbons in there and continue to have a future for many a generation to come.
It's a contribution by all involved, whether it's management and town, management on the rig, the personnel in here that make these things happen, and it's just something that's been a privilege to be involved in, and I think if the Good Shell people don't mind, I think we'll be using this for quite some time to come. So that's a bonus.